When you hold Steph to 11, game plan-wise, you got people shooting the ball that you want to shoot the ball. Give Draymond credit early on, knock down a couple. Gary Payton knocks down a couple. Those are people that we want to shoot the basketball, and they made them. They're professionals, high level. Cut it to 6. Don't value the ball as much as we need to, and they're a good team. That's a game, though, in my opinion, that we can win, and unfortunately, we did not bring our A game tonight.
Doug, Zach was 5 of 6, but only took 6 shots. From your perspective, do you think that is an acceptable level of aggressiveness for him? What do you think? Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I think more than anything, like in some sense, you have to give Golden State credit for the way that they approach a player like Zach. But no, I want him shooting 16, 26 shots. Like that's more of the level that we want to see from him. But at the same time, you have to give them credit. They were physical with him. They switched off on him physically, the way that you are supposed to switch off on a really, really prolific offensive player. And for him, I'm sure he's going to be upset, and I'm hoping that he brings his game at an even same efficiency but a higher level tomorrow.
Coach, the Warriors made 11 of their first 17 shots behind the arc, first 15 minutes. What did you contribute to that? But later on, you did get a handle on it. But that start was.
I mean, those are the guys. Like you're gonna take something away from them, and we were taking Steph away. And those guys who knock those shots down, you're open for a reason. Like we want to see if you can make those shots. Now, some of them were, we need an extra rotation, and I was flagrantly upset with our guys for not rotating an extra rotation, even if it's a shooter that we want to have the basketball and shooting the ball. But like I said, listen, Draymond is a Hall of Famer. You got to give him credit. He's going to knock down shots. And first of all, that he has the guts and the confidence to take those shots, whether they go in or not. Gary Payton comes in, knocks down some, Buddy finds his way. Like those were the guys that you want to take it away from Steph. We did that. Those guys are shooting the basketball, and if they're shooting it like that, they're hard to beat.
Coach, obviously this was a frustrating loss, one you felt like you guys could get. But with the season dwindling down, what is the message to the guys, going in to close the season with a tough stretch coming?
Really more than anything is stay present and watch what's in front of you. And as soon as this game is over, it's over. We have to flush this, and we have to squarely look at Phoenix and figure out a way to go get a W. They're not going to get any easier. These are high-level teams towards the end of the season trying to find their way as far as rotations and flow and a lot of different things. So they're going to be playing. And we'll find a lot out about ourselves at the same time. So the next opponent is up. That is the Phoenix Suns. Be ready to roll in less than 24 hours.
Doug, before these last 2 games, the starts were really good and really consistent for your team. These last 2 that kind of slowed down. I think some people might see Malik's return and question that aspect of it. Kind of a 2-parter. One is Malik getting reacclimated to this group, and the second part is there any consideration at all to going back to what was working beforehand?
No, because we've won a lot of games with Malik in that position. I think that injuries and like when you guys look at it as like this present iteration of what happened. And what you got to understand is that before Domas got hurt, before Malik got hurt, they were starting to find their way as a unit. And once a guy gets hurt, you bring him back. You got to trust them. You got to let them find their game. And it's unfortunate that it's happened at this time. We're going to go the same thing if Domas plays tomorrow. He's going to play his minutes, and it's a possibility that he's rusty. It's a possibility that the flow's not there. Like those are things that happen that are you can't necessarily control. But what you do have to do is you have to trust your guys. They've put in a lot of work. They deserve that opportunity because when they are playing at a high level, it's beautiful to see.
Doug, I guess kind of along those lines with just making this group like mesh stylistically. Like, how much of a challenge has that been for you, for them as a group, with the guys in and out, and then also guys joining the team mid-season who might be different than maybe the way the team was constructed previously?
You know, talking to the TNT staff before the game, like Van Gundy was like, these are the things that, you know, a coach might get this in 5 years. Okay, like when you trade your player, you fire, you lose coaches, you bring in multiple players all of a sudden, then you got injuries and all. Like, this is something that I'm seeing in 70 days. So it's going to make me better. It's going to make them better. We're going to figure it out. We're not going to sit here and have excuses. This is a game, in my opinion, that we should have won. Even the New York game, as tough as it was, just the higher level of competition. Obviously, you guys know how I feel about the Denver game. And, yeah, I don't want to get myself in trouble. So it's difficult, but it's doable. So I'm here for that.